Hey there, and welcome to Strength and Sisterhood, the podcast where faith, friendship, and fierce encouragement come together.
We're here to share stories that will inspire and lift each other up while we grow in faith together.
No matter where you are, we're here to remind you that you are never alone. With God and a little sisterhood, we're stronger together.
So grab a cup of coffee and get ready to be encouraged and empowered.
Hello, and welcome to Strength and Sisterhood. I'm Amy.
And I'm Summer.
I'm really glad that you're here today. How are you doing today, Summer?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Yeah, Lindy's here.
Lindy's here.
Oh,
It's our guest episode.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Me too. I am.
So we do, let's just get into it.
Okay.
We got our friend Lindy here.
Hi, I'm here.
I'm so excited because Lindy, you were one of the people, like when we first announced that we were doing a podcast, I think I posted it on Instagram.
Well, I think you said it on the podcast. I think you told everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we have mentioned Lindy, referenced Lindy several times
multiple
on
times.
the podcast. And we will do those introductions. But yeah, when I put it on Instagram, you messaged me, you're like, shut up.
I did.
You're doing a podcast, shut up. And I loved that.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I was so excited.
I love that. It was so filled up my cup and made it run over.
Still filling, right?
Oh yeah. She's still feeling, this is so Lindy.
Yeah.
Lindy shows up here today with goodies in tow.
Yes.
She
They're
just like,
so good.
she comes in here with all these bags. I see her like carrying in all these bags.
Yeah.
And of course, like as she's emptying out these bags, oh, here's a container of goodies. And no, here's another container of goodies.
Oh my
like
goodness.
that's quintessential Lindy.
Yes.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've referenced Lindy a couple times. So for our listeners, Lindy is the one who, if the Lord tarries and I die before you do, I want you to sing at my funeral.
Yep.
She's got an
We've
amazing
asked
voice.
for that.
Yeah, we've referenced Lindy a couple times
Yes, we have.
on the podcast. But you've been a great cheerleader.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we're very excited. And I remember mentioning it, like anytime I talk about the podcast, like we got some stickers and Lindy's like, yeah, I'll have one. Can I have one? I'll take one. If you guys do merch, I'll take merch. I'll buy merch from you.
Oh,
yeah.
fun.
So you're just so,
I need a sweatshirt.
yeah, for sure. We'll get you one.
Yeah.
Okay. It might be the one and only, but we'll get you one.
Original.
Yes.
I'll be the OG.
The
So
OG.
funny.
So no, I'm looking forward to today's episode. But with Lindy comes like not only good goodies and laughter, but always good conversation too.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody needs a friend like Lindy in their life.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. She's just kind of, you're a little bit older, not much, but a little bit older.
A little bit. We won't say how much.
And so, no, there's no need to get into details.
Right.
But you're kind of just like that big sister. Like I always just have that big sister feel
Yes.
when I think of Lindy.
That's a good description.
Like I have an older sister
mm-hmm.
and I love her.
Yeah.
But Lindy's here. Like I've gone up to Lindy and be like, what do you think of this dress? Do you think I should get this?
Right.
And I don't do that to many people, but I value your opinion.
Yeah. Well, she's honest.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're getting on.
I know. I'm
We're
like,
getting into
I know.
what I like about you stuff. So without any further ado, let's get into what I like about you.
great.
Okay. So Summer, what I like about you for Lindy?
Well, there are so many
Mm-hmm.
things that I like about Lindy. But when I narrow it down to just one thing that I could share, it would come from Proverbs 31, verse 25 and 26, that says, strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness.
Mm-hmm.
And you exemplify all of that. Like when I look at you, I see strength and I see honor. I see someone who is kind, but also is honest in what they say. You have a way of telling the truth to someone that other people maybe wouldn't say because it's a hard thing to say, to be honest about. But you have the ability to do that and to do that with kindness and with love. And you have this like, I don't know if it's like an air about, like when I see you walk, when you walk into church, when you're walking around, you show strength.
Mm-hmm.
Your strength.
Yep.
And I don't know. That's like the biggest thing. And whenever I told Amy, because Amy didn't tell me any of hers, she was like waiting for me to say what I was going to say about what I like about you. And she had mentioned that was also hers. And I'm like, well, it doesn't surprise me because that is something I feel like a lot of people would agree with, that they could see in you. And so,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to deter her.
Sure.
I just wanted to leave it open. But yeah, as soon as she did, I was like, oh, that was one. So I have to dovetail just because I would have worded mine a little bit different. But you're honest, like she said, you're honest, but you're kind in that honesty.
Yes.
And so I think that's such a rare thing. Like, I know a lot of people that can be honest, but they're blunt and almost harsh with their honesty. And they almost pride themselves on that.
Sure.
And I think the fact that you're kind in that honesty, like you speak the truth in love.
Yes.
Right.
You embody. So when she read those verses, I was like, yep, 100% agree. That's Lindy. And like speak the truth in love. Like it will be a hard thing, but you do it. And I know that it's coming. You do it with kindness. You don't try to be abrasive in that honesty, and you do it because you're loving.
Yep.
You know, like you've come up to me from behind and be like, oh, we're just going to tuck that shirt. Like, you know, like, but you're the type of friend that I know that you've got my back.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? So she took mine. So that's fine.
I didn't take it.
You didn't take it.
I didn't take
But
it.
it just gave me an opportunity I'm just dovetailing.
Sure.
So I've got my own. And there was a lot of different thoughts that were rolling through my mind that I love and appreciate about you, Lindy. But I think they all kind of boiled down to, even when I was driving out here today, I was like, it just boils down to the fact that you care. You, so one of the treats that you brought us today are those dates.
So good. Oh my goodness.
But you brought some of those when last year, you brought my family a meal.
Yeah.
When I had a family member that was going through surgery and stuff like that. And there was no like church sign up of like taking them a meal or anything like that. You just did it because you care. I've seen you over the years care for your family and care for others, and maybe disrupted your life because there were needs there. And you do all that because you care. You serve the Lord faithfully, like you're faithful, like, and you're reliable. Well, Lindy's going to be there. I know Lindy's going to be there. Why? Because you're reliable. And that can come off sometimes to be like, oh, well, you know, good old reliable, you know, like we can kind of brush it off as a light thing, but that's becoming more and more of a rarity. I think somebody that you can rely on.
Yeah.
Right.
And have a lot of trust in and faith in. And you do all that because you care. Like that's how you show love. You make the people that you love, you make them feel loved and thought about, because you're very thoughtful, even with bringing the treats today. Like you're very thoughtful. And I think that comes just out of really the essence of that is that you care, and you make the people that you care about and that you love feel that love.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Yep.
we love you.
I do care. And I love you guys.
Let's go ahead and get into our topic.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Lindy. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Lindy. I am married. I've been married for 27 years to my wonderful husband. I have 3 adult children. 2 of them are married. They're all serving in a ministry.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
Yes.
Somewhere, some point. My son and daughter-in-law live in Florida, so my daughter-in-law is going to school. Let's see. I'm the nursery director at our church. Sunday school teacher to the little ones. Love that.
Yeah.
Love them. What else do you want to know about me? I don't know.
Well, tell us a little bit about your background. Like, how long have you been going to church? When did you get saved? Some of your...
Okay, so I was saved when I was 5. So, okay, I kind of have to go back even a little bit more because the story really starts with my mom.
Yeah.
My mom was a Catholic. Her whole family was Catholic. She's got a billion brothers and sisters.
That's not exaggerating.
Yeah, it's not. She's one of 11.
Wow.
So there was a pastor that was pursuing her family, and I don't know exactly how it all came about, but I know that one of my uncles got saved, and then this pastor was trying to witness to my mom, and he witnessed to her for 4 years before she got saved. So when she got saved, we started going to his church, which was in his home, and I got saved there. So the story goes, my brother had raised his hand. He's a little bit older than me. At the end of a service to be saved, and I decided that I wanted to go with him. So we both went up, and my aunt is the one who led us to the Lord.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember that.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So,
Sure.
I mean, I've heard the story my
Yeah.
whole life,
Yeah.
Yep.
but I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of things from my childhood. I
Okay.
don't know what it is.
That's interesting.
Right. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of where it started.
Yeah. How did you get to the church now?
Let's see.
So if they were meeting in his home.
Yeah. So yeah, we were meeting in his home, and then for some reason that church, I think he had to stop.
Okay.
I don't really know. I'd have to ask
Sure.
my mom about that whole story.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how we got hooked up with the church we go to now, but we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And when we started, our pastor's dad was running the church. He's
Right.
the one who started the church.
Yes.
So we started under him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
you've gone through.
Yes. Yeah. I was
Okay.
about 7.
You've
when-
gone through all the pastors though.
Yes.
There's probably been what, 9?
Let's see.
8 or 9?
Let me count real quick. 7?
7?
7, I think.
Sure.
And maybe I'm missing one somewhere in there, but I think 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
good
pretty
number.
Yeah.
That's a good number.
7, perfection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Sorry, Pastor, you're stuck.
Yeah, right? You can never leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting though. So you've been coming to this church, like you grew up
I did.
most of your childhood. Most of your
Yes.
childhood memories are probably of
Yes.
coming to this church. So you've gone up through
Absolutely.
the Sunday school program.
Yep.
You've seen the changes, the ebbs and flows
Yes.
of people coming in, people leaving. There's a lot of experience with that.
Wow.
There is.
That comes with that. But you've met, well, your entire family goes to church.
Yes. Thank
That's
the
amazing.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's been
Wow.
times where that wasn't always the case,
Right.
but the Lord's been good.
So faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And you guys, your family, it feels like it's a very solid, like I remember a preacher preached once, and he preached about being a pillar
Mm.
in the church, like being a pillar, just like, even like I said, like you're a reliable, like your whole
Right.
family is that.
Yeah.
Like your family just feels like a strong
True.
pillar in the church, just because you guys are faithful and
Right.
just have devoted and giving your lives to serving. And
Yes.
you're teaching that next generation. Like you mentioned that all 3 of your kids are serving,
Yes.
which is phenomenal. And
Mhm.
that's so encouraging to me. But your kids do a great job.
Yeah.
Like one of
Yeah.
your sons, the son that lives here, he's stepped up and he does song leading.
He
Mhm.
does.
And I wouldn't have guessed that. He doesn't really have the personality.
Right.
Like your husband is very much an introvert and
Yes.
quiet guy. I love talking to him though. Like he's very good at one-on-one conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's
And
really witty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I enjoy talking with him. But he's just not a big guy for crowds,
Right.
you know?
No, not at all.
And your son is similar to that. I can see
Yes.
a lot of those similarities. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to be doesn't have that personality of like, I want to be in the spotlight,
Right.
but he's willing to step in
Yeah.
and be in front of the congregation
Right.
and lead song.
Yes.
And he does an excellent job
He
with
does.
it. And that's an important part.
Yes.
Selecting the songs,
Right.
like that sets the tone
Yes.
Mhm.
for worship and that sets the
Yep.
tone for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
it takes a lot of time.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
And he prays over that and lets
Oh,
the Lord
that's
show
good.
him which songs to choose.
yeah.
That's
Mm.
pretty cool.
And he
That
serves
is-
in the nursing home ministry as well.
He does.
And that's super encouraging. So And your daughter, like they were barely even married. And they stepped right into fill a need
Right.
in the junior church area.
Yep.
And her and her husband serve there.
Which they do a really good job in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Summer gets to serve
Yeah.
alongside in their rotation.
Yeah. And I prayed that they would find a ministry right away to
Sure.
be able to serve together.
Amen. That's an answer.
Because it's so important,
Yeah.
right? It's so
Yeah.
important to not be separate
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
when especially when you're first married.
Sure.
right.
You know, I know myself and my husband serves in the audio ministry.
Mm-hmm.
So he has been in the booth
Yeah.
for the whole time we've,
Sure.
been in our new church.
Yeah.
So that's been what, almost
10
10 years?
10
years.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we sit separately and it's okay. It's what the Lord has. So it's fine.
Yeah.
But for them, I just wanted them to be able to serve together.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Like you said,
yeah.
especially as a newly married couple.
Yes.
And that helps anchor.
For
Sure.
You know, that like
yes.
we talk about your family being a pillar. Well, your family does a lot, but that's because that helps anchor you. When there's been times for myself, even like, well, if you have that battle of like, should I go or should I not? Well, no, I'm being relied upon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
People are relying on me to be there.
Yes.
And so sometimes that's what's kept me going through those times where you don't always want to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's power in that.
Sure.
So that's super encouraging. One of the things that we talked about when we talked about having you on is, we talked about, I know one of the things that you specifically have struggled with, and I feel like it's something that most Christians, if we're being honest with ourselves, and let's just be honest with ourselves, I think most Christians in their Christian life at some point have struggled with doubt.
Yes.
Like, salvation can be so simple. Are you sure, Lord, that I didn't screw it up somehow?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
did I not? Are you sure that I didn't screw it? Like, it happened a long time ago. Like, am I trusting in that? Is that false trust or whatever? Like, there's just times where doubt sets in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that it's not an uncommon thing. I think a lot of times we have a hard time maybe admitting that we might be in a season of
Sure.
doubt or struggling with doubt. But one of the things I commend you on is you've been fairly open about, like, you've been saved. You've grown up in this church.
Mm-hmm.
You've grown up under preaching of the
Right.
Bible. And yet you were like 20 years into serving as the nursery worker,
Right.
lead nursery coordinator. And then 2020 hit. And if I'm incorrect, then correct me. But I believe that it kind of came to a head for you in 2020. So if you would maybe just walk us along that journey of doubt, because I feel like, I know there's something that I can get from it, but I think, like I said, if most Christians are honest with themselves,
Mm-hmm.
we've all struggled with doubt from time to time.
Right.
So what was kind of your struggle, your journey with doubt?
Okay. So, like I said, I was saved when I was 5, but when I didn't struggle with doubt as a child,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start to struggle until I had my own kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And my kids got saved when they were young. So my mom had to go to a different state for a hospital visit, and I went with her. And my mom, if you know my mom, right? She's wonderful.
We should have your mom on.
Yeah, right? Oh boy, you'd get some stories.
That would be so fun.
Oh boy. Yeah. But she is very much, let's just go to heaven. Like, I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go right now.
Yep.
Like,
Mhm.
come on, Lord, come and take us home.
Yeah.
And she would say stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
And for some reason on that trip, it just got to me. And I didn't want to hear her say that.
Mm.
Oh, I was just to the point where it was annoying.
Sure.
And I thought, why are you being like this?
Mhm.
You should want this.
Sure.
Right.
But I didn't. And
Yeah.
I was scared.
Sure.
So then I think that's the first point where I was like, am I scared?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of where it started and where I started to doubt. And then it just, I would push down. You're saved.
Sure. Yes.
You're saved.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. And
Yeah.
then, it would come back. You'd hear a message and about heaven, or you'd hear a message about hell. I do not like messages about hell. I'm just going to be open about that one.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Same.
But yeah, so then the feelings would come back up, and, I would get to the point where I would just, Lord, if I'm not saved, just please save me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
But then it would come back.
Sure.
And it would just always crop up at these moments. In 2020, we had the shutdown. I think it started in March, right?
Yeah.
Where everything kind of went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my boys had gone to visit a school where our pastor went to school in February.
Okay.
And in March, I think it was after the shutdown, but my son told me, Mom, I think I want to go to school. So that was great. I mean, I was excited for him because I had been praying that, my boys would want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And to get into ministry,
Yep.
however the Lord would lead them into ministry. And I just thought school would be a great idea. So my son decided he was going to go to school. And then in April, I was talking to a friend of ours, and he was saying something about one of his friends thought that the rapture could happen in June, right? With something with Pentecost. And I don't remember all the details because I didn't want to hear it. At that moment, when he started telling me about that, I literally felt like my stomach was melting. Like my heart was just like dropping. I was hot. It was the weirdest feeling. And for a week, I could not eat.
Oh boy.
Right. I was terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified.
Wow.
Right. So that was fun. But it was like a week went by, and I eventually kind of got over it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then in June, my husband had to go away on a work trip, and it was June.
Right.
And I was like, oh my goodness, this is the month. Like, what if the Lord comes back? What if I'm not ready?
Right.
And the devil knows exactly where to hit you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He knows your doubt. So he's going to just poke and poke and poke right in the place that you're the most tender.
Yep.
And he's going to, going to get you right there.
Yeah.
So
and he's going to be relentless.
And he was. He was. So my husband left. I had this feeling again where it was just like everything in me was just dying. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I was laying awake, just my mind spinning a million miles an hour.
Sure.
All night long. Like I literally probably got snatches of sleep, maybe 20 minutes at a time.
Oh.
And then in the day, I would want to sleep, but I couldn't. And I would just want it to be night so I could go to bed, so I wouldn't have to think about it anymore.
Oh, wow.
And then at night, I would lay there and I couldn't sleep, and I would just want it to be day so I could get up.
Wow.
It was awful.
Miserable
Awful.
cycle.
It really was.
Yeah.
Over the summer, I lost 13 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Because I couldn't eat.
Sure.
Nothing tasted good. I just didn't want it at all. I feel like I constantly wanted to throw up.
Wow. That's awful.
Right. So finally it was June. And I finally just had to just put down my pride, and I called my pastor. And of course he didn't answer.
Sure.
And I didn't leave a message, but he called me back a little while later, and I poured out my heart to him. And I just said, why do I feel like this? Am I not saved?
Right.
And he assured me, he said, Lindy, I think you are saved.
Yeah.
Because you have certain things, fruit and different
There's
things.
fruit.
Yeah.
But he wanted me to be sure. And so he sent me an assurance of salvation. Just a document over an email. I can't find the spot in here. I'm going to try and read through a little bit. One part says, you are either married or you are not married. There is no halfway place in the equation. You're either in a marriage or you are not. With salvation, you are either in Christ or you're not.
Yep.
And I think a lot of the things that I was dealing with doubt was, what if I didn't pray right?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I feel that Holy Spirit come down on me like you hear a lot of other people saying,
Sure.
that you have like this inner peace as soon as you pray? Why didn't I feel that? What if I didn't do it? Right?
Sure. Yep.
Like
what if
you
I
said,
screwed it? Yeah.
Right. What if I screwed it up? So I was telling myself that I wasn't doubting the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
was doubting myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in that, I was doubting the Lord, because if I did what he said to do,
Yep.
and I know my
Sure.
heart was in the right place, then I was doubting
That
him.
makes sense. Yeah.
Right. And I had to realize that and admit that. And it comes from a place of pride,
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
right? Like saying that, oh, I'm not doing it right. That is a place of pride,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So I had to figure that out, and it took a long time,
Mm.
longer than it should have.
Yeah.
But during that time, I really just cried out to the Lord, and then I knew.
Sure.
I knew
Wow.
it was
Amen.
it was done.
Yeah.
Right? He had saved me,
Yeah.
and I really do believe that I was saved when
Right.
I was young,
Mm-hmm.
even though I don't remember. Because there were times in my life. I remember one time specifically, Amy, I don't know if you were in church with us yet. When our previous pastor, we had done some outreach ministries to different cities.
Mm-hmm.
Were you there with us? And there was a service in one of the other cities, and we were singing, or maybe someone was singing a special. I can't remember. But I did have this moment where it was like the Lord just came down and covered me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a surreal moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it just felt like just a peace.
Yeah.
And it was like nothing I had ever felt before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I look back at moments like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And, I'm like, okay, I really do think that I was saved when I was young.
Yeah.
But yeah, doubting is tough.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's tough.
I mean,
It
I
is.
knew some of that, but I didn't know
Mhm.
all of the details, like the fact
Mhm.
that you weren't able to eat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's awful.
It was.
Like the torment, I feel like that must feel like, of just
Mhm.
uncertainty. And
Yes.
And the hardness of it happened during 2020.
Yes.
So we were separated,
Yes.
as a church, like
Yep.
we were separated for a couple weeks. And then finally we were like back at like half and half.
Right.
And then usually by around summer, I think we were kind of back, but you're lonely. Like, and that's when
Right.
the devil attacks.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
he
Yep.
walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And he is the author of confusion. God's not the author of confusion.
Yep.
But yeah, he can be, you're so right on, like he can know our weaknesses and he can just be relentless in hitting those. Oh, that's tender. Oh, that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's the bullseye right
Right.
there.
Mm.
And yeah, I think that can be hard. Like I think that added to probably the difficulty of dealing with that,
Right.
because you didn't have to see people twice a week,
Right.
Yep. And so it makes me sad because I just think of like the struggle of, fighting that battle alone.
Yeah.
Not even to say that you wouldn't necessarily mention that publicly if we were, meeting regularly or anything like that.
Right.
But just even the reminder of, you have no idea what people are
Right. What they're going through.
dealing with or
Right,
struggling
right.
with, because you
Wow.
never showed that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I felt like I didn't smile.
Sure.
I felt like I couldn't smile
Mm-hmm.
at all. And I wondered if people noticed.
Yeah.
But of course, we were separated.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't really seeing a lot of people.
True.
But I will say that I needed that.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm thankful for that time,
Yeah.
because if I wouldn't have had that time, if we wouldn't have been on lockdown, if I wouldn't have gone through that struggle on my own,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Sure.
that I would have gotten it taken care of,
Sure.
Sure.
because he had to have me. The Lord had to have me to himself.
Mm-hmm.
To himself. When my husband was gone,
Yep.
my kids are, my kids at that point were,
Well, they were
in their
graduated.
late teens.
Yeah.
In their early 20s.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was alone
Mm-hmm.
and I needed it. I needed to be
Yeah.
alone. And that is probably the hardest time that I have been through
Sure.
I would say, not just in my Christian life, but in my whole life.
Sure.
Mhm.
And I would not change it,
Sure.
even as hard as it was.
Yeah.
I would not change that.
Well,
Yeah.
now it's like that assurance is just that much stronger.
It is.
Mhm.
And you have
Yes.
something that you can look back on like you did
Yes.
at that moment where you
Right.
just felt like that peace. Well, now it's like, no, I
Yep.
know this. Like I've already gone through
Mhm.
this, so if you ever doubt in the future,
Right.
this is something to look back on and you
Right.
can know.
Yeah.
And through that whole time, I had such boldness.
Mm.
My grandma, she was in her 90s and very, very strong Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Did not like the fact that we were in the church that we're in.
Sure.
in. Was very angry with my mom for taking us
Sure.
away from the Catholic Church.
Sure.
And I was able to go to her and sit down with her and say, I started with, Grandma, I want to talk to you, but I don't want you to be mad at me. Because I just knew. I knew where this was going to go.
Yeah.
Right.
And she said, I'm not going to be mad. You can tell me something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
You don't know what it is yet, Grandma.
Yep. So I told her
Yeah.
and I gave her the gospel and she had heard it so many
Sure.
times, but she'd never heard it from me.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I was able to give her the gospel
Yeah.
and she was okay
Sure.
until I left. And then I think she sat and stewed about it.
Okay.
And then she got real angry at me
Mm.
and she didn't talk to me for a while. But that was all right. I was able to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I was able to talk to my dad.
Yep.
And my dad is very closed about the gospel and he's heard
Mhm.
it so many times. But I was able to talk to him and I talked to my in-laws and I talked to
Yeah.
my brother and sister-in-law. And
Mhm.
and at the end of that, my in-laws got saved.
Yeah.
Wow. Amen.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
So
And-
all of that, what if that whole thing
Right.
for you that you went
Exactly.
through was just for the sake
Exactly.
of having the boldness to talk to those
just
people?
for that reason.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's
And
so encouraging.
Again, they had heard it
so cool.
over the 20-some years that I had
Mhm.
been
Wow.
married, right?
Yeah.
And
And it's so
Wow.
encouraging
it was
to see
just
them now.
something.
I
Yeah.
have goosebumps all over my body.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Yeah. And to see them now, like I've known
Right.
your in-laws, I've seen them
Yes.
from time to time throughout the years. And then to see them now and like anytime they come to town,
Yes.
if it's over church, like
Yep.
they're there now.
They are.
It's
That's amazing.
not,
Yep.
oh, well, we're going to go and see my
Yeah.
in-laws after church. They're there.
Right.
And so,
Yeah.
and
You're
they
like,
just
man,
have,
that's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
It
Like,
is.
okay, I'll go through that, Lord. Let's
For sure.
get the boldness to do that.
For sure.
Wow.
Yep.
That's neat.
yeah, super encouraging.
It was good.
Yeah. So I appreciate, that's one thing I appreciate too, is like admitting it, you know,
Yeah.
and saying it and going
Mhm.
through. And I think
Yeah.
that's why the Lord takes us through a lot of those things
Mhm.
is like you said, he needed you alone
Yes.
and he needed to get you aside
Yes.
so that he could work with you.
Right.
Mm.
And all those years of doubting,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to tell anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Sunday school teacher.
Yes.
I'm the nursery director.
Yeah.
I can't tell people
What
that
will
I'm
they think?
doubting my salvation.
Sure.
What if I'm not saved?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
They're not going to send their kids to see
Right.
me and to be in my class.
Mm-hmm.
It was really hard.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Wow.
sure.
I bet it was.
But I think I agree with that because you made the statement of, it's kind of a pride thing
It is.
of like, Mom,
Mm-hmm.
I'll mention these things,
Yep.
but these things are okay for like, nobody's going to, but I ain't mentioning that struggle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
mention that because
Yeah.
So,
And it's not something you really talk about,
no.
right? Like we had a little girls trip that we went on
Mm-hmm.
and we gave our testimonies. So I told you guys this story,
yeah.
but I haven't really told anybody.
Yeah.
This is
Sure.
the first time I'm really putting it out publicly.
Yeah.
And after I had talked to Pastor back in 2020, he told me, once you get it settled, tell people.
Sure.
Tell people in church. Give a testimony in church.
Mhm.
And I never did. So now this is it.
Oh,
I
good.
appreciate
it.
Thank you for being
Yeah.
willing to share that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to tell people
Right.
about
Yeah.
it. It's just not something that you want to, it doesn't
Right.
come up very often.
Right.
And it's not the testimony that you're going to go out and just tell people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
The opportunity needs
Right.
to really
Yeah.
be
Yes,
kind of
it
right.
really does.
Yes. Yeah. But that's why I think it's important. And that's why, like, when we mentioned about having you on the podcast, you're like, well, I don't really know what I could talk about. And I was like, well, I know, because like you said, it is one of those things that a lot of people won't say.
Right.
They're not going to admit
No.
to many people that they're struggling with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you can,
Yep.
you can go I think it's a great example that you went to our pastor.
Yes.
You can go to your pastor. That's always a safe place, or,
Right.
you can go to your family or whatever. And sometimes the Lord just does need to get us alone,
Yes.
but, they're not, the devil too likes to think that we're the only ones, right?
Mm.
Like that's one thing that he'll tell
Yes, for sure.
you.
Yep.
See that Sunday school teacher, they don't deal with that,
Right.
but you're sitting over there in your doubt.
right.
you know?
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know, that he does that stuff to
Yeah.
me of like, yeah, they don't deal with that, but look at you,
Yep.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's okay to mention those things. You're not alone.
Right.
And there was a little
Yeah.
bit of fear in going to pastor
Sure.
because I was a Sunday school teacher, and what if I tell him and
Is he
Gonna
going to decide
remove
to?
he's
you
going to
or-
take me out of that
Mhm.
role? And I love being a Sunday school teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my kids,
Mm.
Yeah.
and I didn't want that to be taken away, but I had to accept that, and
Mhm.
I had to be okay with that before I went into it.
Yeah.
And I knew that could happen.
Yep.
And he didn't take me out of it.
No.
And I'm
No.
so
He didn't.
thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good.
It is good.
So the other thing that I thought that you could speak to is thank you very much for being
Yes.
so open.
Yes.
And
Yeah, of
I know
course.
it's not always easy to
Right.
do. But sometimes you get behind the mic and you don't necessarily think about everybody that's going to listen to this stuff.
Right.
You just kind of record it and then
Yeah.
put it out of your mind.
Right. Yeah. Well, my husband asked me if I was nervous before I came, and I said, no. I mean, I know they have like listeners all over the world, but I just can't think about that.
Yeah.
I can't think about who is listening to me. No.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, we don't either. Like we look at those and it just doesn't always connect the dots of like, oh,
Right.
they've heard
Right.
all these things.
Oh,
So
funny.
you just kind of, you're
When
just
you're sitting
at
in
a table.
a little room with blankets on the
Yeah.
walls,
Yes.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You're not
Very
thinking about the people around the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but one of the other things that I thought you could speak on is, you mentioned your kids and you've been through every stage of motherhood. And you are the nursery coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still very coordinated or
Involved.
I am coordinated.
Involved.
Involved.
In correlation with little ones,
Yes.
young ones. But if there was anything that you could speak to the mothers, like whatever stage they're in, like if there's, mothers who are in the teenage stage, like,
Mhm.
well, yeah, some of your sisters, like your sisters kind of span
Yes.
some of that. Some of your sisters have young ones
Right.
that are draining their energy.
Yes.
And you have sisters that are like, got a teenager in the house now.
Right.
And
Yep.
that's a whole nother ballpark that we're dealing
Sure
with.
is.
And
Man.
Yeah.
then there's, someone like Summer who's looking at, her kids, some of her kids are
Mm-hmm.
looking at making exits and moving
Right.
and
Yeah.
seeking out
Yeah.
adulthood. So
Yeah.
maybe if there's anything that has helped you as a mom or
Yeah.
some of those certain stages.
I would think, or I would say that for the young stage, when I was a young mom, I loved my kids and I wanted to be home with my kids. But at the same time, I wanted to have a life,
Mhm.
right? And that was something that I had to give up.
Yeah.
At some point, I didn't have a lot of friends. Even though I had a whole church full of
Mhm.
people, I didn't have a lot of friends. There were a lot of groups in our church. And I'm not saying that they were cliques or anything, but this person had this person who were
Mhm.
really good friends, and this person had this person. And I didn't have anybody like
Mhm.
that. And that was really hard for me.
Sure.
And I had to give that to the Lord and be okay with where I was. And when I did that, I was able to get more joy
Mhm.
Sure.
in just being a mom
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and being who the Lord made me to be
Yep.
at that moment in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But for the little stage, just have to have so much patience.
Yeah.
And I see that now that I'm looking back. I was not extremely patient
Sure.
with my kids. My kids were, well, you had mentioned it before, Amy.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, twins right out of the gate. And then a little girl later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was hard. It was a struggle.
You were busy.
It was very busy. And my boys were crazy. Crazy
They had
boys.
energy. Yes.
Oh, goodness sakes. People will tell me stories now about when my boys were little. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm so glad you didn't tell me that then, because I would have lost my mind.
Sure.
Sure.
And yeah.
I've heard some things too, and I'm like, how?
Right.
How
right.
were they like that?
Yeah.
They're
Knowing
so
them now.
calm and
Yes.
chill and mellow
Yeah.
and just
Right.
quiet.
Yeah.
and-
And I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm like, I felt like all I did was spank my
Spank
kids.
and
Yeah. I
yell?
don't know. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Spank my kids and yell at my kids.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I did.
Yep. That is what it feels like from time to time.
Right.
Yes.
And when you look back on it, what do you remember? You remember the bad things, right?
Yes.
You do not remember all the good moments, even though I know there were
They're
a lot
there.
of good
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah.
Many, many good moments. You just remember all the things that you did wrong, because that's what
Yep.
the enemy wants you to think about.
Yep. That's
Yep.
He
true.
wants that to be in your head.
Yep.
But yes, going from that young stage to my boys being teenagers, teenage stage for me was great. Great. I don't know, 12, 13, they just changed. Well, we started homeschooling in 6th grade. And I think that had a big part
Sure.
Sure.
in the attitudes. And the fact that we were together all the time.
Yep. Yeah.
And yeah, they just turned into these amazing young men.
Yeah.
Well, they had their craziness out
Yeah, they
the
sure
first
did.
12 years.
They did.
So by the time you
Spended
got to
a
that
lot
point,
of that. Yeah, they didn't have anything left.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So the teenage stage, I don't know that I would be able to say a lot. Just be faithful. I was always very real with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just talked about stuff. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
we just were open to the point where it was kind of embarrassing for them sometimes. But
Yeah.
I let them do a lot of things. Like, I let them go to school for certain classes, you know,
Mhm.
and I gave them the option. You can do these things. We're going to homeschool,
Yeah.
but you can go to the school and you
Yeah.
can do certain things. You know, one of my boys was in band, and one did track, and then my daughter did some cooking classes
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yep.
And I think that exposure to the world
Yeah.
before, like, kicking them out into
Kicking
the
them
world
out,
at
yeah.
18, it was good for them.
Sure.
And they would go to school and they would come home and be like, oh, Mom, those kids,
Sure.
Yeah.
they're so bad.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, the swearing is bad, and the
Mhm.
things that they talk about. And
Sure.
they had no desire
Yeah.
to be a part of that world, which
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for.
Yeah. That's good.
So I think exposing your kids to some things
Mm-hmm.
in a safe place
Yep.
is
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah.
And then Summer, for you, going into maybe, you know, to that stage where your daughter is going to be moving out.
Yeah.
One of our pastors ages ago, before my previous pastor, one of those back there, his wife had written a devotion on Proverbs 31.
Okay.
And she wrote in there that they were from a different state, and they had moved to our state to pastor here.
Okay.
So when they moved, they had adult children who didn't move with them.
Okay.
And one of them had just gotten married, and it was hard for her to move and be
Sure.
away from her kids. And she wrote in that devotion, I would rather have my kids 1,000 miles away serving the Lord than to be living next door.
Mm. Mm.
And
Not
Did she
living
say
for
it?
the Lord.
yeah, basically not living for the Lord, but she said it much more eloquently. But yeah, that's the basic idea, to have them living next door, breaking
Yeah.
my heart. That was how it was.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's the way I had to
Oh.
think when my son was going to move down and go to school. It was so hard to let him go.
Sure.
It was so hard. But it's so true, because
Yeah.
you do not want them right next
That's
to you
true.
if that is not what the Lord has for them.
Yeah. No, that's really good advice.
Yes.
I haven't really given myself the ability to really think about it a whole lot.
Sure.
But just within the last week or two, I mean, for whatever reason, all of a sudden it just like hit.
Yeah.
And you spend like 3 days crying over it.
Yep.
You know, and it's like, oh my goodness. And then you retrace all the years. Like, have I been a good enough example? Have I showed her all the things that I need to show her? Have I done all that I could do to like teach her what she needs to learn before she leaves?
Right.
Like, you really just start retracing like, no, there's still more.
Right.
Like, I don't think I've done it all yet. Like, you need to stay a little bit longer. You know, I need to be a better example. I need to,
Summer,
you know, and you
yes.
start looking at yourself. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't leave yet. I haven't done enough.
Right.
And I need
Right.
to do better. Let me
Yep.
just do really good for the next year, you know, or
Yeah.
whatever it may be. It's hard. It
is hard.
I wasn't expecting it. I haven't
Yeah.
allowed myself, I think was
Yeah.
the issue. I've not allowed myself to really think about it a whole lot.
Right.
But then for whatever reason, I think maybe the Lord's just like, okay, you need
Yep.
to start dealing with this.
Right.
You know,
And for
'cause it's coming.
for me, it was, but he doesn't know how to cook. He doesn't know how to take care of a house. They don't know how to do bills. Oh, goodness. I have to just like release him to the world. And how's he going to take care of himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
So hard.
And you
but
can't
that's really
just-
good advice.
You can't just be there. You can't just, drive
Yeah.
a couple hours and
Right.
be there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was tough.
Tough.
But look at
You
where
got
he
through
is
it.
now.
I know. Yeah.
You know, and he's serving the Lord and
Yeah.
he's doing great and he just got married and
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
It's been really good.
Well, and now that transition from like parenting a child to now
Right.
parenting an adult.
Yes.
Like now you're a parent of adult
Right.
children.
Yes.
How is that?
Yeah. It becomes, there's that transition of, you know,
Yeah.
maybe it becomes, you kind of probably wait for them to come
Sure.
to you.
I do. It's weird. It is really
Yeah.
weird to be parenting an adult because they're more like your friend,
Mhm.
Sure.
but they still need advice.
Yeah.
And they
Advice or guidance or
yeah,
help
like,
and stuff.
They don't know how to do all the things.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to answer questions about insurance,
Right.
and what do you do with this? And instead of, how to tie your shoes, it's
more
stuff
complex.
that's a little more complex.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I do. Oh boy, it's hard not to just insert your opinion
Right.
all the time.
Sure.
You just have to bite your tongue sometimes and
Were you ever
let
fearful
them
that
do
they
what they're going to
weren't
do.
going to come and ask you questions? Were you ever fearful like they're not going to need me anymore? They're not going to come to me?
No, I don't think I ever felt that way.
Oh, okay. I feel that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
like,
a
no, they're
common
not-
thing, but it just depends on,
Sure.
the relationship. And I
Well,
think,
especially with
Right.
the oldest. Like it doesn't seem like she needs me now,
Sure.
much less when she's
wait till she,
yeah.
hundreds of miles
Yeah.
away. Like,
Yeah.
is she going to need me then?
Yeah, my kids were always kind of needy. Sorry,
My
kids.
other two will be. This one's not so much. Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tough.
she will. She'll need
She's
you.
going to get to a point where
And then
she's
especially,
going to need mom.
if the Lord tarries and she goes into motherhood,
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because have you
Hard
not leaned
seasons.
upon your mom
Oh,
in motherhood?
honestly, I probably called my mom every single day
Yeah.
just for
Aw.
little stuff,
Yeah.
not just to talk or
Yeah.
because I was lonely, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this. Like, how do you make this supper? And
Right.
what do you do with these
Right.
potatoes? And
Yeah.
how do I get this stain out of my laundry? It's just
Why is this not thickening up? What do I need to add?
right. Exactly. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
So enjoy
That's
the
awesome.
little things that they
Yeah.
ask for you for.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
will. I'm
Yeah.
going to keep that advice.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Before we get into our gratitude moment, we'll get into our questions among friends.
Oh,
Okay.
boy. Hey.
This is fun.
Okay, deep breath. I told Amy that I don't do very well being put on the spot, so we'll see how this goes.
I gave you the option to hear
You-
these before.
You did, but I didn't have time to think about it, so that would have just stressed me
Yeah.
out.
So
Right.
you were just like, no, it's going to shoot
Yep.
from the hip.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
okay, Summer, what's your question?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I want to see if you can answer this one. And if you can't, then I have another one for you.
Okay.
So, what is your most traumatic food memory? Do you have a traumatic food memory?
Do I? Oh, when I was little.
Oh, you do have one.
When I was little, I was slightly anemic. I was like 23 pounds when I was 5 years old.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was really little. And I was anemic and I had to eat liver. My mom forced me
Ew.
to eat liver and it was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely hated it. Every single bite.
How long did you have to eat it for?
I only remember eating it once,
Okay.
but it was enough.
It was traumatic enough.
Yeah. And even now, where I work, they serve liver and onions.
Ew.
And I forced myself to try it one day.
Good for you.
Simply because I just thought, it can't be as bad as you remember. Like
Right.
you have to try it again. Because I always made my kids at least taste everything. You don't have to eat it, but you have to at least taste it every single time I make it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I made myself taste it. And yeah, it's just as bad as I remember. It's not good.
Don't eat it.
It's the texture.
I don't even want to. Yeah. No, thank you.
Don't do it.
Oh, funny.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Okay. My question is, what was your first car and what do you remember most about it?
My first car was a 1985 Buick Century.
Oh.
I think it was a Century.
What color was it?
Champagne.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
It was great. It was a nice car. It was very smooth. One of those, those old time cars where it's like the ride is just like so nice.
Yes.
And just kind of on air. Nice bounce. And the seats were like that velour.
Ooh.
Oh,
it
man.
was great.
Yeah.
I didn't get to have it for very long before something happened and I had to get a different car. But it was a great car.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yep.
I love it. Sometimes it's so fun to talk about like your first vehicles and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool.
It was pretty fun.
Champagne, huh?
Champagne.
Yep.
Hmm.
The only champagne I've ever known.
I like it. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get into our gratitude moments.
Okay.
Okay. So Summer, what is your gratitude for today?
My gratitude for today is how God answers specific prayers. I don't know if I've said this before, but this week I was praying for a particular person and they had a couple of specific prayer requests and I prayed for them and God answered all of them this week.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
That's neat.
And so when they messaged me and told me like, hey, this is how it turned, I'm like, no way. Like, that's exactly what I prayed, that all of these things would be done and it would be this week.
Sure.
And he did.
That doesn't
awesome.
always happen.
No. I was really
amazing.
excited about that. I'm like, oh, I get to, I don't know, just have a part.
Yeah.
And not that he like, well, Summer asked, so we're going to, not because of me, you know what I mean? But it's like, I just like that happened.
Yeah. That's really
I'm thankful that God answers specific prayers
Yeah.
when we ask for them.
Amen.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, Lindy, how about you? Do you have a gratitude moment?
Sure. Yeah.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
It's all good. This week I'm grateful that I'm here.
Yeah.
Aw, we are too.
I'm
So
too.
grateful.
I am thankful for both of you.
Yeah.
You guys are good friends and you're an inspiration. And listening to your podcast always lifts me up. I'm a few behind. I'll be true and honest about that.
You're
I'm
not
just
alone in
listening.
that.
That's okay.
What am I listening to? I'm on the let's see, the Tender Heart.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
that's the episode I'm on.
because he was tender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's been good. And I just enjoy the podcast every single week.
Thank
And
you.
I am
Thank you for
thankful and grateful that you asked me to be on with you.
that. I'm so glad that you did.
Yes.
I feel like not everybody's going to be so willing to come on and be recorded and talk about hard things.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so far we've asked people that was pretty sure that would say yes.
Right. We haven't really asked anybody that might say no,
But
we know they're out there.
and sometimes I'm having conversations with somebody. Actually, that reminds me. So I had a conversation with somebody and I mentioned that we were going to have you on the podcast. And they specifically asked me to ask you this.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm
I'm
excited.
supposed to ask you, what is your skincare routine? Because you don't age.
Oh,
They're like somebody who used to come to our church, like, I don't know, 15 years ago. They came recently and they're just like, everybody else looks different except for Lindy.
Oh, goodness.
Lindy doesn't age.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell us your secret.
So,
She's going to say something like, I don't wash my face.
right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I definitely wash my face. I don't
Yeah.
know. What do I do? Nothing serious. I use a Norwex cloth in the morning. Those face cloths.
Yeah.
I don't use face care in the morning. I just use the cloth. And then I
Okay.
Yeah.
wash it off at night with like a CeraVe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bar
I'm
soap.
doing that. I'm doing that.
I don't know.
Well, I think
Maybe
some of it
I'm
too,
like,
we were
goodness.
talking about it and some of it is just clean living.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
You know, you can
Yes.
see when somebody's lived a hard life.
Yep.
They wear
Right.
it.
Yep.
You know,
That's true.
not just on their face, but usually
Mhm.
within their body.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I usually just chalk it up to that. I was like, well, she lives a clean life.
Yeah.
That's good.
I
Yeah.
think a
So,
lot of it
true.
is just having joy.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're joyful and you're happy, your face isn't like pulled down.
Right.
You know?
That's good.
I'd
Your
rather
face
have
will surely
smile
show it.
lines
Yeah.
than frown lines.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. That's funny. Well, I just had to, I almost forgot
Funny.
that. Whew.
I'm glad you remembered. I like that.
Close. But yeah, my gratitude moment is, it was this past Sunday. So it was the first Sunday of November, the song service that we had.
Yeah.
Was so good. We sang, It Will Be Worth It All.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Love that song.
And Lindy sings an integral part
yes, she does.
in that song.
Mhm.
Because when we go through the chorus and it goes, when we see Jesus,
Should we
life's
sing it?
trials will see. Yeah, well,
Let's sing it.
yeah, sing it. Let's go.
Okay, you guys have to sing with me though,
Okay.
because then I'll do my part.
Okay.
Okay. So
So-
just at the chorus?
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be worth it all when we see Jesus. Life's trials will seem so small when we see Christ.
When we see Christ.
One glimpse of his dear face, all sorrow will erase. So bravely run the race till we see Christ. I'm
We should
so
do that.
glad.
We were off.
I know.
I think we switched keys.
I started really low, but I'm so glad that's recorded. I don't know. We'll have to see if that's usable, but I'm so glad that's recorded though. But you sing such an integral part. Like it feels like the song is missing something when you're like in nursery or you're serving or you're not in there. And it's just like,
Can you honestly hear me on the other side of the church?
yes.
That's crazy. Because I feel like it's just like my immediate people around me. That
No,
can hear.
I mean, I do sit near you.
You do.
But yeah, it's loud. You can hear it over the singing because you start before everybody's part ends. And you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
When you do that part, I can hear you because there's not hardly anybody else
Sure.
singing.
Huh.
it's
Well, that's
really
cool.
beautiful.
So, I love it. Love it.
Well, good.
But it was a great song service. And it was just one of those, like I said, with your son who leads. the
Yeah.
song, like it sets such a tone
Mm-hmm.
for the service. And it can be relieving,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like
Mm.
let's go in and like, sometimes they pick songs and it's just like, yeah, like, let's go, you know, hold the fort. Like,
Right. Yeah.
you know, get me all
Yeah.
charged up. And then sometimes it's more like somber and it's just kind of
Mhm.
like holy, holy, holy. And it's like, okay,
Yep.
that sets a different tone
Yep.
than, you know, Beulah Land, you know, like there's,
Right.
so yeah, it's a very important part. But yeah, last Sunday I was very thankful for the song service. It was really
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
so. Well, that's my gratitude.
Love
I
it.
got it recorded.
Yep, we did.
Yeah. So, well, with that, I think we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up until next week.
Okay. Thanks, Lindy.
Thank you,
Hey,
Lindy.
thanks you guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe and share with others. Join us over on Instagram
Strength and Sisterhood Pod.
and leave us a comment if you liked this episode. You can also reach us
Strength and Sisterhood Pod at gmail.com.
or find us on Spotify, Amazon, Substack, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. We would love to hear from you. So until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye.
See ya.